Honorable Malem.
Thank you very much, Shane. What is an oversight?
So the Honorable Malema, you ask in terms of the judge?
What is an oversight?
So oversight is where they exercise, so the oversight is making sure that we are doing things within the prescripts of the law and or our mandate and or in terms of the disciplinary code. That is the oversight as I see it in terms of IDEC and or its employees.
And there was no oversight up until the judge is appointed to deal with oversight. There's no need to be defensive. There was no oversight. That's why now there is an appointment of a judge to make sure there is an oversight, key amongst others to avoid abuse of power by those who are at ADIC.
So, Chair, nothing to defend. I can merely indicate what processes we had in the NPA at the time, from the time the ID was proclaimed in 2019. It had the labor provisions and discipline issues were dealt with there. There are matters where criminal dockets could have been opened and those would have been investigated outside, either by the detectives or the DPCI chair. In terms of the ethics and accountability, they also fell within the labor division, and then we also had risk and security. So in terms of the general oversight, that was the NPA's mechanisms to deal with the oversight issues. In terms of mandate, Honorable Malema, I'm sure that there would have been criminal allegations that could have been laid by anyone who was aggrieved and felt that IDEC had acted, or the ID acted outside of its mandate, but there wasn't a judge. I do agree with you.
There was no oversight as we have it now. What we have now was not there.
Correct.
To tell us about labor, to tell us even at the Chisanyama, there is a process of dealing with labor issues without having any oversight. So there was no oversight as we have it now.
So maybe if you'd allow me, Honorable Malema, I agree that we now have a judge. However, we were not allowed to do as we pleased if that is the contention. I can only refer to the mechanisms that were in the NPA that were applicable to the ID and IDEC at the time. But you're correct, we only have a judge now.
We only have an oversight by a judge now,
That
which
is
we
correct.
didn't have.
That is correct.
Thank you.